What does it say to you that most people would opt to live in a virtual world as opposed to the real world? Are they unfulfilled in the real world? Is a virtual world just more entertaining? What exactly are we running away from as a collective that makes us all want to escape? And is having an escape even a bad thing? In Australia, and I suppose other countries entrenched in modern day Western culture, we have all these things that other people told us would grant us fulfillment and breed positivity. We are quite affluent. We have little conflict. We have a liberal democracy. And in many indicators that would predict for a high quality of life, we are at the top end globally. All of these things that promised us unending happiness and life fulfillment. Yet, we are still seeing spikes in suicide. We have things like the loneliness epidemic. I would say collectively we are going through a meaning crisis, and we are fumbling our way through an addiction epidemic. Why? How? I'm painting a pretty doom and gloom picture here, but all is not bad. These issues have brought about the resuscitation of mindfulness practices and are starting to increase individual self-awareness as a whole. The very recent resurgence in public consumption of Hellenistic philosophy and Judeo-Christian values, especially on YouTube, are actually a testament to our collective yearning for a better understanding of the ethical, logical, and physical foundations that underpin the success of the West. And the fact that people on a massive scale are consuming this content, namely Jordan Peterson, is a testament to the lack of understanding about ourselves that we have. All the stuff that your grandparents would have asked their parents when they were children, we now ask the internet. We get our advice from a search engine, a depersonalized, substandard computer program that we think is our claim to evolutionary fame as a generation. And don't act like you've never asked some sus shit on incognito, because we all have. But while we gain so much from the age of instant information and gratification, we are slowly substituting the only thing we need to survive: love. So what does it say to me that most people would opt to live in a virtual world as opposed to their own real-life Earth world? That we are in an unparalleled shortage of love. The currency of this life is love. Everything important in this life is gained and accessed through love. Family, success, sex, peace of mind, you name it. Everything in your life will exist if there is love. It acts as a compass. And when you think about it, your whole life is made up of tasks that teach you how to love. The only real responsibility you have is to love everyone that comes into your life. Not everybody knows it, but we are all here on a journey, tripping on love. The only thing people really want from you and the greater world is love, even if they don't know how to ask for it. People's consciousness is usually proportionate to the amount of love they receive. The more love they get, the more they learn. It is the universal, non-verbal language that everybody communicates in and understands. Love gives you access to everything and everyone. It is the only emotional state that really allows you to connect with people. When people love you, the doors of opportunity in your life fling wide open, and you make them love you by loving them. You help them fulfill their mission in life, and in return, you get access to their database of experiences and knowledge. And that's what people are after in the virtual world. It's what they're looking for when they smoke, when they try so hard to make money, scroll through Instagram, or swipe through Tinder. Isn't it funny that we build empires, corporations, and systems because we are so desperately looking for something that is right here, right next to us, everywhere, within us and throughout the world, all the time. Filling the void is much simpler when, instead of trying to build the next empire, you give somebody else your love. In fact, whatever you try to do in life, the only way it can really be successful is if you give people that feeling of love. The purer, the better. But it's not just about loving others, it's about loving yourself. You can only give what you already have, and it starts with you, the individual. When you gain the ability to make yourself feel amazing, that's when your life will change. And that only comes with your inner work, not running away to a virtual world, but going within. Most of the problems that I've faced in my short time on this earth are caused by blocking the flow of love. The reason for anger or sadness or hate, greed, envy, is just a lack of love. Maybe instead of intricate logical explanations for the problems we face, we should try to find a loving one. The more you concentrate on love and kindness, the more tools you will receive to do more good and to experience more love. The reason we have a need for love is because it takes you closer to the energy we are normally detached from. It is not to gain anything, it is to be closer to what life really is.